Millersville women's soccer has a new head coach, and it's a familiar face. Matt Procopio, a 2009 Millersville grad and former men's soccer player at Millersville, takes over the lead at the start of the 2015 season. And Matt, welcome back to Millersville.
Thank you.
And so, Matt, you were at Millersville a couple years ago with the women's soccer program, and then you went to Tiffin for a year and with the men's program there, and now you're back at Millersville. You have to be excited to be in charge of your own program.
Yeah, definitely excited. Great to be back. Really looking forward to working with some of the girls that I worked with in the past. Got a lot of familiar faces and things, and some new players coming in. So it's a very exciting time for me, and obviously a good way to come back to your alma mater and come back home. Enjoyed my time, while I was away. Learned a lot that I can apply here now. But obviously looking to grow and build our own program here, and I think we can do great things at Millersville. Was able to do that as a student athlete. So I'm looking forward to moving forward in a new direction with the program.
Well, take me back to your student athlete days. You played for Coach Steve Widdowson. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that experience for you and what that meant for you and how you grew playing for Coach Widdowson.
Yeah, I originally came in and played for, Bob Charles even as well, and so I've gone through a familiar transition as well, so that's going to help. But overall, the experience was great, especially, under Steve Widdowson and things. We made the playoffs and then obviously got into the NCAA tournament and quarterfinals. Should have gotten into the Final Four, but it was a great experience. We had a great time, and we were able to do some great things. I've got great friends from then, and it was some great experiences just going through the whole process of being a big time contender in the sense that highly competitive in the PSAC and then getting into the NCAA stage. It's an unreal feeling, something that I want my players now to experience just because of how fun that was and just kind of the memories that you have. Again, it's very vivid in my mind. So you're definitely looking to try and get there with them so they can experience that, and then to experience as a coach, just because it's a great feeling, and that's what they're looking to do. These kids come in here because they want to compete at a high level, and they want to play, and you put in a lot of time, and so it was a fantastic experience that I had. I love my time here, and I think that's another thing that I can bring to the table in terms of coach. I know what it's like to be here and what this university can offer, and what the athlete part can offer to you as well.
So obviously Millersville is a special place for you, and you were able to recruit some student athletes here as an assistant coach, right. And they played a big role in the kind of a resurgence of the program. Had 9 wins last year, a very good year, nationally ranked the year before early in the season. Yeah. So you kind of know what's already in place here. What can you tell us about your plans moving forward with the current roster?
I focused really just on this team right now just because of where we're at in terms of the timing and things. But, I think this team can really, really do some special things, and we can, improve upon what we did last year. Obviously they had a close taste of getting into the playoffs, and, that's obviously what we are looking to do and compete at a high level in the conference. And I believe that we can. I think that there's just we had some injuries that's coming in that we have to kind of handle, and we have to get organized and get structured in a way, under the change and things. So those players are going to have to adapt, and it's going to have to evolve a bit. So it'll take some time, I think, obviously. But I think this year I'm very positive, and, we are obviously looking to get into the playoffs, and my players are hungry. I've talked to all of them, and they're looking forward and very excited. So, but moving forward, I'll be heavy on the recruiting trail and make sure I'm getting out this fall season to high school games and things to try and play catch up, so to speak. And, just looking to bring in the best players that we can find. I know what this university can attract and what it has to offer. And I think that I can, find the right student athletes that will be a good fit for the university and for my program to continue to grow and build from this year. But definitely think with this year's group, we can build off the foundation that is somewhat already there, in terms of, what I've had, and then just continue to put up, some more of a foundation and things.
Well, you landed here in Millersville about a week ago.
Yeah.
So you're going to be 2 weeks on the job before practice starts. What's the first thing that you want to accomplish at Millersville and kind of hit the ground running?
Basically just getting through preseason right now. I think it's just get through preseason, get healthy. Obviously knowing the players, I have some ideas in terms of what I want and what I think players can do, but obviously want to get out healthy and be organized and structured and have an idea, and so we have that we have our style of play and everything kind of set up so that our players are very familiar with that. So my goal is really just to make sure that we're organized, we're structured, we're disciplined, organization, communication, and discipline, and we're working hard as long as we have those things. And I'm just really trying to build a base of that and make sure the players have a good understanding of what I'm looking for. And then, we'll progress, through the season as well. I mean, obviously the season's not built to kind of develop too much because you're in it. But I think we'll definitely have some time to continue to grow, and we'll get better each game for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned the schedule right into PSAC play.
Right.
The only non-conference game is almost at the end of the season, so
Right.
Millersville women's soccer is going to be into it right away. Matt Procopio is the new leader of the program. We're excited to have him back at Millersville. Matt, good luck this year.
Thank you. Appreciate it.